Hello YouTube and welcome Diecast family. Thought we'd take a run through and look at a bunch of customs I've been working on. I'm going to try and get some of these posted to eBay hopefully this weekend. So I'm going to put them at auction like last time. But first up, take a look at a couple cool combies. Now I decided I'm going to do one custom for the collection and then one custom to sell. Because it's really hard for me to sell a custom I make. So if I make two of them, I can sell one and get rid of one. So I'm really happy with how this Jagermeister one turned out. One of these will not be going up on eBay though, because a local collector who gave me an REOK mentioned something about it, so he's getting the extra one of them. It's going in his box. Then I did a van, but I got another Hot Wheels display like them that I have to put up. I'm gonna maybe put two of them up on the wall right in front of me here, and at least one of them I'm gonna start filling up with my customs. I only made one of this van, but really happy with how it turned out. Then I did a whole bunch of gassers. Did do two of each. And unfortunately, my gassers, if I put them online on eBay, I'm gonna have to put them at auction at $240 or $24.99 at auction or something, $25 at auction. Just because at $9.99 it doesn't even pay for the decals and the real riders or the casting. I mean, these average me about $5 a piece just to buy the casting alone. So and then the real riders, it seems like you can't get a set of these for cheaper than $6 or $7. I mean, and if you try and do it yourself, you got to get two different castings, and they're just really hard to come by. Now you can do these wheels, but still a lot of times you got to find a casting that have them offset. No, I don't have on nail polish or nothing. I should have took something and removed it. It's paint from painting cars. Actually, it's some blue from painting this, which really happy with how the paint turned out on this. Actually polished these bodies really good before I painted them this time. Did a Mustang in red. But in natural sunlight, these things just look amazing. So I got a whole bunch more that I've painted and got started on, waiting on decals or whatnot for them. But if I just do a wheel swap on a casting and I don't do nothing else to it, just a wheel swap, drill and tap it, screw it together, I'll put them at auction for $9.99. But if I paint them and clear coat them and put decals on them, I'm going to have to get at least $20, $25 at auction. Like, There's no less than 6 or 7 coats of clear coat on every single one of these. I have spent like $200 on clear coat alone that I've went through in the past couple months of doing customs. $200 on clear coat. I think I'm going to have to find a cheaper clear coat option, even though I absolutely love this clear coat. I mean, this clear coat just turns out amazing. But it's just so expensive. I know customizers who buy like 1 gallon of clear coat who airbrush, and they spend like $70 on it, but it lasts them forever. It lasts them their whole entire customizing career. So I did 2 of the Gas Monkeys, which I really like how this turned out. The green. But of course, all these will be screwed back together, and I always tap and screw. I don't glue them, so if you ever want to change the real riders or need to take it apart for some reason, it always can be taken apart again. That's why I like using the Phillips screws. And if a decal gets messed up now, and it's not perfect, and sometimes they just come like that, I'm going to rip them off, and I'm going to order another set and wait on them. So right now, somebody did have these headlights on eBay, and they sold out like a month ago. So right now, that's why I have a whole bunch of these painted and ready to go. I'm waiting on the headlight decals. So when the guy reposts some headlight decals, I'm going to buy all he has, because I have like 10 of these painted ready to go. They just need the headlight and taillight decals. Which there was only one seller on eBay selling them so far. And he sold out and hasn't reposted any. So we got a fat lace, which I love how this one turned out. And this one's all clear coated over and it's done, so there's a slight flaw in the decal there. I don't think I noticed it until after it was too late and clear coated over. Wish I could get some license plates for these things that say different things on it. Haven't found license plate decals yet, though. That'd be cool to be able to put a bunch of different license plates on all these. See, the graphics absolutely perfect on this side. Did do 2 of the fat lace. If you just starting to get into customizing and doing detail, the Gasser has some of the easiest detail to do. A lot of customizers don't do the detail, which is kind of disappointing. But you got a master cylinder there and something else there on the firewall. And then the headlights is just 2 round headlights and 2 orange lines under it. They're really simple to do, and they're raised up quite high, which makes them even easier to. I can see the decal's a little bit screwed up on this side too. So it really must have just been because it's the same side. on both of them. So it might have been a defect in the decal itself. Sometimes decals has the seller I go by on eBay for most of my decals, he's like $4.99 to $6 for a set of 2. So it's usually enough to do 2. And they come in a Ziploc bag like that in an envelope. And it's free shipping. And they're really good quality that I like. And I've had really good luck with. And once in a great while, like you can see how many decals I go through. Once in a great while, I'll get one that's a little screwed up. But not very often. And not enough to find another seller because I really like the quality and the price of them. I mean, you can't beat them. $5 shipped to your house, $6 shipped to your house. Did 2 of the Monster Energy. Oh, and the back tail light too is super easy to do. It also stands out, and it's just red, painted red. And then just recently, I started adding a little white dot, and I really like the effect it gives it. So I've done a lot of gassers. Like this Rat Fink. Right here. Which one like this, the amount of detail that goes into it to do all that trim work. That's a lot of trim work. And a different color roof. And I did the interior on these. Since it's Rat Fink, you can kind of get crazy with it. So it's pink interior. You really can't tell, but it is pink interior. I did try and do like a purpling effect on the exhaust. It's not really turning out on video, but it looks cool in real life. It's like a purpling effect. Then I painted the motor red or pink. It was more supposed to be red, but it came out more pinkish. But it still looks cool. It's Rat Fink, so Rat Fink, you can kind of get crazy with stuff. At least I feel you can. Now, the back, you can see that's just a crimped piece of wire, which is 032 piano wire. And I really like using it for customs. It's the same size as a Hot Wheels wire and really mimics it. And then I just flatten out the end of it so it doesn't come off. Then they always roll nice. It's always better off if you can get off using a factory axle though. Nothing rolls quite like a factory axle from Hot Wheels. But I did do 2 of that. Fully detailed. I mean, that really adds a lot of time. And the decals and just everything else. You figure 6-7 coats of clear coat. That's probably a whole can of clear coat on each one of these. And they're really small cans of clear coat from testers. So they're the real small tester cans. And they're like $8 a can. So that's like $8 worth of clear coat on each one of these. Because over the process, I always paint a custom. And then after I paint the custom, I always clear coat it. At least 1 coat of clear coat, if not 2. Before I apply any decals or paint any trim on it. And the reason is, if you mess up the trim and you got clear coat on it, you can wipe it off and get a second chance. But without the clear coat, It's like the paint sucks up that other paint color. And I absolutely love how this turned out. I think this thing looks so badass. And the Falcon with the shark mouth and just bombs on the roof. Now, this decal set did not come with this white stripe. So I had to add that white stripe on the back. But I feel like you had to have it to complete it. This one I did the gold trim or interior, which I might switch and do the gold on this one too instead of the chrome. I think it looks better in the gold. And plus the chrome I can use on any one of these I want. It will look good. But the gold, I just think I really like the way it turned out. Now, a lot of times from Hot Wheels, this gasser, this front radiator part is bent on it. It's because a post is on there. And a lot of times when they smash the post, it must bend them. This might be one of my favorite gassers I did. Of course, I like them all. I like the Rat Fink and all of them, so. And then the last of the gassers, it's going to be Daddy's Little Monster. I only did one of these. See, I did purple and red on the engine, purple on the exhaust again. But love how this turned out. This one's going straight in my collection. So maybe I'll have to do another one to sell, but that decal got messed up, the 427. But now I'm anal enough, if something ain't right like that, it's getting fixed. I'm not going to rush anything, not going to clear coat it. Now, I might do all the chrome trim on this one. Probably will. I think it will look better with the chrome trim on it. Then I did a bunch of these chem blocks. Mustangs. I'm going to throw one on eBay. One's going to a local collector buddy. My buddy Jeremy, he helps me get a lot of newer Hot Wheels and stuff, so one's definitely going to him. Really awesome. I ran out of the front detail where it says Monster Energy right there on the front, which is a really tough detail to add on because it's so small, but I absolutely love it. And I ran out of them, so I don't have any more of them to use. Same with the DC on the back here. Ran out of them, so these two don't have them, but besides that, they have all the other detail. This one's the only one that actually has Toyo tires, which I might change because they're not real riders. But I think it's really cool that it has the Toyo tires and it says Toyo tire on it all over. But this is probably one of the customs that I get the most compliments about and the most hype about. This is the original one I did, the first one. So besides the wheels, everything else is identical with this and the other ones. So at least one of them will be going to eBay. And then I only did one of these. And I didn't get as much hype about this as I did the cars. But I absolutely love how this turned out. I mean, I even detailed out where it said Ford, which was extremely, extremely hard to paint. You would not think that would be that hard to paint, but it was extremely difficult to paint. I absolutely love how this came out. All the detail of it. And of course, it's a Ford Raptor, so it's very fitting to Ken Block, because he has a Ford Raptor all done up like this. Kind of hoping for a little bit more hype than what I got from it, but you know what? I love it. It's staying in my collection. I might make one to throw on eBay, but I love my wheel choice. I'm really happy with this one. Then I got one of these going to a local collector. And then I got one that's going to one of my YouTube subscribers. We've done a trade before, and I know he really likes his casting. So one of them's going to him, and one of them's going to a local collector buddy. But love the way this Chevelle turned out in purple. Looks really awesome. Love these wheels and the clear window on this one. This one has a red window because it was a Target Red edition. But it don't look bad with the red window and the black wheels. I don't have another one at this time to switch out the windows, but it will be screwed and tapped together, so if somebody who acquires it from me ever wants to, they can change it out. Love how that Hot Wheels sticker looks on the rear spoiler. And I might do another one of them and throw on eBay if I ever get more of these castings that I can do customs out of. But I think I'm out of the Chevelle right now. I don't have any of them I can use for customs. Got this 510, which this one in pink is staying in the collection. But I really like doing the Speed Hunters. That was a super treasure hunt. I really like doing these graphics. So that's why I'm making more of them. I'm going to make some green ones, some burgundy ones. I'm going to throw the extra ones on eBay. Keep one for the collection. I think it will look cool having a whole bunch of these different colors, 510s. But then I did a wagon with the same paint scheme. And this one's going to be staying in the collection. Might put white rims back on it. I had white rims on it at one time, but I took them off and I put these plastic ones on. But they're really well done plastic ones. And if you look, my camera focus, it says Speed Hunter on it. Tell me how freaking awesome that is. But they're plastic, but they say Speed Hunter. So they might stay on it because I do like them. The red line perfectly matches the paint on this. But so that one's staying in the collection. Then I did 2 with this paint scheme. Which I really like how they turned out. Unfortunately, I made all these ones before I started making doubles. So, and this one is the red metallic paint that I love to use. That's metal cast. That's it. And all that's over bare metal, which looks amazing. Just look at that Mustang in the back. And this, I tried painting it over primer. So I primered this one, and I usually don't primer any of my die cast because it takes away from the door lines and stuff. And it turned out extremely dark being primered. And right here, it's next to one that wasn't primered, that's over bare metal. So you can tell how much lighter it is. But the one that was done over bare metal is really reflective, because the bare metal reflects through it, where the one that was primered, there ain't no really, it doesn't really reflect like this. So I definitely think it looks better being over bare metal, polished bare metal. It's real easy to polish your die cast. I'll make a video and show all that. If I paint it with normal paint or primer it, I don't polish them. So .510 in the Skyline, and we have another .510. These were the biggest decals I ever used. This was like a wrap on here almost, pretty much like a wrap, but really like how it turned out. I think it looks pretty damn good. This took a ton of clear coat. I bet this took nine coats of clear coat. More than any other one that I've ever done. So to cover up decals that big takes a lot of clear coats. And these Corvettes, I didn't even sell all of them last time I posted them. Maybe I'll repost them, but I thought I would sell them all for $9.99, but I didn't even sell all of them. But by the time I put real riders on them, paint them, clear coat them, put decals on them, I have more than $10 into them. A lot more. I have at least 15 or 20 bucks into each custom that I've done. Even the cans of paint, they're the little tester cans. You don't get as many as you would think. Maybe four at the most. But if you're running low on a can, you don't want to try and do one. So if I don't have like another full can as backup in case I run out in the middle of a paint job, I don't even attempt it. And the Summit. Which I need more Silverados, and I could do more Silverado customs. Only did one of these, so this one's staying in the collection. I think I got enough stickers or decals. I think I can do another one of these. I just don't have one. Goodyear rubber tires. Well, this video ended up being a lot longer than I thought. So absolutely have done a ton of gassers though. Kind of been burnt out on doing customs, and I haven't really done too many customs or worked on too many in the past week. Besides polishing and painting some of these, like them blue ones, Mustang. That looks just like a green machine. Really happy with how the paint turned out on this. I can't wait to get this one put together. But I actually used a gold base coat on this. Might be able to see some of the gold on the underside. And yeah, it looks just like a green machine. If I put it down next to my green machines over here, it blends right in with them. So it's like I nailed the green machine paint. Which isn't a big deal to me because I love this, which is a slightly lighter color than the green machine. Well, let me know down in the comments which one's your favorite. I love them all. I love making customs. I just got to get more castings and more time to do them. Because that's one of the hardest things, is finding the time to do them. That is not a custom. That's an Ultra Red I was lucky enough to pick up at a pretty good price. It's a CS Customs Ultra Red. Gonna be extremely hard to get. Did not get the car, the White Lightning that came with it. Just got the Ultra Red truck. But very happy. This is a previous video I did. A wheel swap on this. I really like these white wheels on it. Well, thanks for watching, and have an awesome day.